Hello. Right, exercise video number 21. Here we are again in lockdown, Jane. I don't know if that's going to affect you massively. I don't know whether you're going to sort of still carry on doing your exercise outside of the house when there's not many people about, or what really. I guess for me it's not really affecting me too much, if I'm honest, because I can still do my one-to-one personal training, so I can obviously still do your video, and I can still do meeting up with one other person for exercise because they said you can with one other person that's not in your household. So I can still do personal training, which is great news. It means that I only lose the income from my classes, which is fabulous. So today I thought we would do a core workout. We haven't done a specifically all core workout for a while. We're going to do each exercise for 40 seconds with a 20-second recovery, which isn't very much, but I've kind of keeping us all down on the ground. So there's no standing up, getting down, standing up, getting down. The most you might have to do is turn over. And I've tried to do not too many where you're sort of up and down. There's a couple of them, but I'm hoping that because it's kind of just every now and then, you might be okay, but let me know if you're not. All right, so I've grouped them into sets of 3, small little sets that we'll cycle through 3 sets of, and I'll just introduce the first 3 exercises to you before we start each round, and then we can just keep working our way through them. So it's going to be hard, but it's not going to be hard from getting out of breath particularly hard, not that sort of hard, but it's going to be hopefully really good for your tummy and your back, your hips and your glutes and everything that makes your core more stable and strong. So I didn't think I was going to need my water today because to be honest, I don't think I'm going to get particularly sweaty or hot or necessarily out of breath, so I wouldn't necessarily think of getting my water, but I've got to be honest, today I haven't drunk any water and it's 20 to 3. I've had cups of tea and I've had a cup of coffee at work, but I have not had any water, and that's disgusting. So I decided, I'm cross with myself, I need to drink more water. So I thought I'm going to bring my bottle out, and it's going to encourage me to try and get through my bottle during this workout. I'm going to aim to finish this before we finish our workout, so I best have a glug now. If you haven't been drinking much water lately, challenge you to do the same. Get yourself a big bottle of water, pause me now, or a couple of glasses of water lined up, big ones. I mean, I don't know what's in this, 750 ml, so, you know, go and get yourself a big thing of water and let's try and get through it together. If you've been drinking water regularly and you're really good with that, don't worry, just have what you need for now. Right then. If I don't pick that up regularly, you better shout at the screen, pick up your water, Paula. All right, the first exercise we're going to do is a sit-up. Sit-up any old how, even if you're using momentum or even if you're using your hands to get you up, but it's the one where we're going to concentrate on the going back down slowly. So it's going to look like this. Because I might struggle to get up with my coccyx, so still when I get to things that are sort of pressure on that area, it's not so easy for me. There's some things I still can't do, so it's going to look like this. Actually, that wasn't too bad for me, but I might get, as I get through the session, it might be that I end up having to sort of pull myself up with my hands, and then it's this bit, slow, 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 all the way down, nice and controlled, squeezing the tummy as if somebody's about to punch you in the stomach, keeping that squeeze, and as slowly as you can, and then you get back up quickly, and then we go down slowly. So it's that one, it's about the control coming down. Now if you get down quicker than me, don't wait for me to finish before you sit back up again and go for another one. You get straight back up, okay? You do them in your own time, and that's fine. The one after that, you get to keep your upper body on the floor. So that one's going to be bicycle legs. So normally with bicycle abs we sort of do the crossing the body, but today we're just going to do the legs, okay, because we're overloading those the core muscles today. So if we keep them nice and low, make sure your back isn't arched, just keep that squeeze on the tummy as if someone's about to punch you, and we'll keep it there, bringing those legs in and out. If you find it's pulling on your back at all, then keep a slight bend on the knee the whole time and just tap the toes down, and that should help. But I don't want you to do that one unless you have to. If you can, do the straight legs, okay? So then we're going to turn over back extension. There's lots of different variations of back extension, and today we're going to do this one. So forehead on the floor, and we're going to lift the arms off and down, and if you can, we'll do the legs as well, and down. So arms and legs straight and lift and down, arms and legs straight and down, okay? So if you can do both, do. If you can't, just do the arms. All right then, so sit up, fast, slowly down, bicycle legs and back extension. Now again, I haven't got any music on today. I appreciate it does make this a little bit more dull and boring, but I hope you put your own music on if it helps you, because it is nice to have a bit of music. If you haven't got any music on yet, pause me, go grab some music so that you've got some nice workout music to keep you going and keep you motivated. Right, okay then, are we ready? 40 seconds. This is going to go on for a long time. We've got 3 rounds of this. So we're going to keep doing this for 9 minutes. That's a long time, right? And then we move on to the next 3. So hang on in there. You can do it. You ready? So let's go with a sit-up. So sit up fast, come back down slow, as slowly as you can. That's going to be in your own time. But you're going to slow it down by squeezing the tummy. That way, it's your core muscles that are kicking in to hold you there. Kicking in to hold you there. All the way down. Don't collapse at the last minute. You just do it as slowly as you can. And then you get up however you get up. Right to the top. And then slowly, slowly. Don't have to do the first part slowly. Wait till you can feel those stomach muscles really working, or else you're wasting the time, really. Slowly. So mine are having to really work now. So I'm going to squeeze. Okay, and relax. See, I only got 2 out of that. I only got 2 out of that because I was so slow. Right, bicycle legs are coming up next. So we're going to lay onto our back still, staying where you are. And we're just going to bring those legs, knees into chest and out to straight leg if we can. Take a deep breath. Are you ready? Let's go. So make sure that back isn't arched. Let's tighten that tummy up. Keep the legs nice and low with this movement if you can. If it's pulling on your back, remember, we're just going to keep the legs bent and keep tapping the toes, but you squeeze that tummy really hard, okay? If your back's okay, we'll just do these straight leg ones. Now I'm feeling these in my hip flexors here where my hands are, and in my quads on the fronts of my legs. And the reason is that I didn't realise my legs were aching till I did this, but I ran up 9 Barrow on Wednesday with Tish's group, with Club, and then, and rest there, onto our tummies for our back extensions. And then yesterday, I ran up Whitecliff with Sally Paul. So I've just realised that my legs are a bit achy. Okay, so we're going to do straight arm and straight leg lifts. So forehead onto the mat. And let's go. Lift and squeeze and lower. We're going to have a little pause. Pause at the top and then lower. Don't hold your breath when you're paused at the top. Keep going, and pausing and squeezing. Okay, that's the end of that one. So round 2 coming up, straight on with it. We're going to turn over, ready for our sit-up. So laying on your back. Laying on your back, sit up fast, come back down slow. So round 2. Legs are bent. Okay, let's go. Get the stomach muscle tightened. Up we go. Down we come. Squeezing that tummy. Don't collapse. Try and get each one a little slower if you can. Oh, that's the end of that one. Laying on your back still. Nice deep breaths to get some recovery. And we're going to do those ones that we're getting into my legs a bit, where we do the bicycle movement with our leg, but not bicycle with the round, obviously, it's just the in and out with the legs. Let's go. Squeeze the tummy, keep breathing. Oh, I can feel that this round more than the last round into my stomach. So these ab exercises are already attacking my core, already making me have to work hard. And relax. Over we go onto our tummies, ready for our back extensions. Forehead, so that your head is looking straight down. Just relax and off we go. Straight arms, straight legs, and pause and release. So breathing out as you lift, breathing in as you come down. So if you can lift your arms a little higher. And relax. Coming back onto your back now. Take your time, you've got 20 seconds. Final round coming up. Final round. Oh. So it's the fast sit up and the slow back down. So keep those feet planted on the floor, start to ready, get that stomach tensed. Let's go. So now I got through the first part of this really quickly coming back down because I knew I didn't need to use my stomach muscles. I could feel I wasn't really, so I get through that quickly and I stay slow on the bit where I can really feel it working. That's when I want to try and hold it and go slower on that bit where you can really feel you're having to work hard. So get rid of the first bit and then slow down on the bit where you feel, oh, this is hard. And that's when we're really starting to have to work. You don't get many of these in, do you? There you go. Right, laying on your back again. We're going to do our final set of bicycle legs. I know I'm going to find these hard. Found them hard last round, so this round's going to be, oh, it's going to be very hard. We can do this, Jane. Bring those legs up, ready. Let's go. Squeeze the tummy. Tense those abdominal muscles as if you're about to get a punch. Ugh. Hang on in there, I've got to be nearly there. Oh, there we go. It must have been psychic then, I felt it was coming. Right, turning over onto our tummies for the last set of back extension. Forehead down. Oh, breathe. Remember to breathe out as you're coming up. Let's go. And in as you come down. Can you lift the arms a little higher? the last set, remember, maximum effort. Well done. Okay, that's the end of the first set of 3 exercises. Just going to stop my thing before it starts screaming at me. So we've got 3 more exercises, but stay down on the ground unless you're getting up just to go and grab your water from the side, in which case carry on. Talking of which, I must have some of mine. Next 3 exercises. The first one will be on our back. It's going to be a glute bridge with the leg opener and closers. So you're going to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your butt muscles before you lift. Your arms are just relaxed by your sides. And you're going to start, I don't mind if you go open when you drop. Oh, those leg muscles are really bad on me today, Jane. So as we come down, we're open when we're down, we're closed at the top. Let me just try and see if that works out a different way. Oh yes, definitely. Open when we're down and closed at the top. Doesn't feel right the other way around, okay? So lifting and squeezing the butt the whole way, because that's what it's about, okay? Right, that's the first exercise. The next 2 will be on our fronts for, okay? It's going to be donkey kicks. So, hands underneath the shoulders, legs underneath, knees underneath the hips. And for this one, we're going to do the whole 40 seconds on one leg, and then the next 40 seconds will be on the other leg. So we're going to do a full range donkey kick. So we're going to bring the knee into the chest and then up to the ceiling, into the chest and then up to the ceiling. Try and have your foot flexed, so not pointed, okay, so that your sort of the sole of your foot wants to aim towards the ceiling rather than out behind you, okay? So you want to have I'm trying to look at myself in the camera on the video and it just looks weird, so I think I probably better not look at myself, it puts me off. Okay, so it'll be knee into chest, up, knee into chest, up. You've got to get a nice lift, because it's when you lift that leg up here, that's when you'll feel it getting into your butt, okay? So this set is all about the bum, okay? We'll do that for 40 seconds and then we'll do the same on the other side for 40 seconds. But our first one will be our glute bridges, so let's get ready. Laying on your back, legs are open when you're down, and as you come up you squeeze the glutes, whoa, legs together, whoa. So as we're lifting, we're also bringing those knees in together, okay? So imagine you've got, like, I don't know, a squeezy box, one of those musical things, concertina, as you're getting up and down, or perhaps a pair of cymbals that you have to crash together every time you get up. Crash! I lost the plot today. Okay then, Jane, we're going to do our glute bridge with knee openers and closers. Are you ready? Let's go. Squeeze your butt before you lift. Knees are open and closed. Whether you want to think about concertinas or crashing cymbals, or if you just want to forget about musical instruments altogether and just concentrate on the exercise. There's a novel idea. Right, lift and squeeze. Squeeze those glutes. Oh, every time before you lift, squeeze. Oh, actually it's quite hard to squeeze them with your knees apart, isn't it? Squeezing here. Oh, that's quite hard. And relax, well done. Turning onto your front now, getting ready for our donkey kicks. All on one side, remember, for the first set. All on one side. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Head in line with spine. Check that out. Let's go. Bring the knee into the chest, up to the ceiling. Into the chest, up to the ceiling. High enough that you feel your butt muscle have to work. If you don't bring it up very high, then your gluteus maximus, if you're working now, your big glute muscle, will not really kick in very much. And we need it to. There we go. It's nearly the weekend, Jane. Squeeze your tummy and relax. You can just stretch out if you want to while you're waiting, because all we're going to do is the same the other side. So we could use this time just to stretch out through those arms that are supporting you. You might even get time for a quick swig of water. Get into position of the leg. Let's go into the chest, up to the ceiling. And try not to rotate your body too much when that leg comes up. It's quite hard, you'll get a little bit of rotation, but try not to. So pick a spot to focus on and try and keep in line as much as you can. And really pushing up to feel that bottom muscle kick in. Great stuff, that's the end of the first round. So back onto our backs, back to the glute bridges for round number 2. So let's drop the knees open, ready for it. And remember to squeeze the glutes before you lift. Squeeze and let's go. I can feel this on my inner thighs and my abs at the front. Really squeeze with all your might. Oh. So try not to grunt too much. But I am making an effort here today as well, Jane. I'm not slacking. I'm working hard with you. There we go. Back over before you know it, we're back on the donkey kicks. Take your time. Line yourself up. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's go. All on the same side. Check out your head position. It should be nicely in line. Like mine is right now. Not looking up. That's going to stress your back and your neck. Just keeping it in line. So your gaze should be down at the floor. Think about bringing that knee in towards the chest a little further this time as well. I'm going to have to work other muscles at the same time. And relax. Take the opportunity to stretch out, a kind of sort of child pose. Stretching those fingertips away. Getting back up, ready in position. Are your knees far enough apart? Need to be level underneath your hips. And let's go with the other side. Keep bringing that knee right in and making sure you push the leg up to the ceiling enough to feel your bum muscles tense and relax. Okay, turning back over for our glute bridges. Quick drink. Final round. We're cracking through these, aren't we? Right, so relax your arms. Okay, knees are apart. Squeeze. 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 Still getting those hips nice and high. This is the last set. Give it everything you've got. squeeze before you lift. And relax, that's the last set of those. So now the last set of donkey kicks. Oh, we've got to get going with the water. Okay, hands under hips. Oh no, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Off we go. Last set. Keep going, get a good range and relax, stretch out. Get back up into position, get yourself sorted out, ready. Let's go. Make sure your back is nice and flat. I feel like 40 seconds is a long time to do these all on one leg, but if you do it alternating, I don't feel like you really get proper good workout on either side. So better to try and hang on and do it this way, I think. And relax, well done. Okay, that's the end of your second set of core exercises. So now we've actually only got one set remaining, okay? So the final set is, I would think, the hardest set, okay? So we're going to do, one is going to be with tummy facing down, and then we're going to have butterfly crunches on our back, and then we're going to have press ups, and we'll be turning back over. So if you do need to pause at all in between, to give yourself a little bit of extra break from the whole turning, then do, but if you're okay with it, then just carry on. So the first one is going to be plank with a high hip, so it's almost like plank to pike position. So it's going to be, you just, by the way, just start drinking your water while I'm talking to you. You're going to have on your hands, it's going to be an extended arm plank. So with this one, we're up on our hands with straight arms. From here, to get into a pike position, you want to just push your head between your arms and push your hips up to the sky. Okay, so you come back to plank and then into pike. Oh, my mat's slipping. Probably good if you're doing this on the floor. So from plank, squeezing, don't let your back dip, into pike, as high up as you can go. And we're just going to do it like that. And if you want to, you can reach forward from plank and reach your opposite hand towards your opposite foot, okay, but you don't have to do that, okay? So you can just do the high hips, return to plank, rather than the alternating your hands touching towards your foot, whichever you prefer to do. That's the first one. Then we're going to turn back over and we're going to do a butterfly crunch. So again, a little bit like with the glute bridge, the starting position of this is going to be with your knees apart. You're going to have your hands together in a sort of prayer position. We'll have the hands above the head and we're going to bring them down, and as we come down, we're just going to crunch up, but we don't have to go into a full sit up like this, okay? We're just crunching, so we squeeze the tummy to get a little lift, squeeze the tummy to get a little lift, but watch your neck, okay, because I don't want this on your neck, okay? So imagine you've got an apple underneath your chin. You're going to try and keep some sort of distance. I keep looking up at the ceiling, so not trying to look ahead of me when I come up, trying to still look upwards towards the ceiling, and that keeps your head in a better position, I find. Okay, so that's it. Butterfly crunches just a little way off the floor. After that one, we're going to turn over and do some evil press-ups. I'm going to call them evil press-ups because I think after all this core work, they're going to feel pretty evil, to be fair. So we can do them on our knees, but if you can do some full ones first, that would be awesome. So do a few full ones first if you can, even if you're not getting down very far, because you've got to keep trying them. And then you can go into knee press-ups afterwards if you want to. Now, if I don't do the full ones, you know I'm not allowed to by my doctor, right? But it doesn't stop me doing the occasional one, but I have noticed I'm getting really weak on them now, Jane, which is pants really, but it's because I'm not supposed to do them, so most of the time I don't. And I was getting really good at them before that. So that does not make me happy, Bunny, but hey, I might still just do a couple, but I do feel my wrists from even the extended arm planks are a bit iffy. So we've got the plank with the to pike, where we go into high hips, and we've got the butterfly crunch and the press ups. Right, so I've got that much water to go. I don't know if you can see that. So it was on 700, it's just below 400 now. So get drinking. We're going to do the very first one, plank with high hips, okay? So get into position. Just a quick reminder, it's this one where you're in plank position, nice line, straight line, squeezing the tummy, and then you push your hips back up to the sky and bring your head in between your arms and then back. Now, if that's hard on your head, like the whole movement of it, just do it really slowly. You don't have to do it quickly, just do it really slowly and see if you can cope with it. If you find this too tricky, because actually this has only just occurred to me that actually that might be hard for you with the dizziness. If you find that makes you feel sick, then you could use this time just to do a forearm plank, okay, and just hold it, okay? Only if you find it makes you feel rotten. Can you have a little go first though? Because if you find you actually can do it, I would prefer you to do that one, okay? Just for a bit of variety. Right then, let's go. Ready? Get into position. Are you in position? All right then, let's go. So straight arm plank, head between the arms, really lift those hips up to the sky, and back, squeeze the abs, and just take your time, and do it in your own time. Keep squeezing those tummy muscles so you've got total control of the movement. And if it starts to make you feel sick, please drop into forearm plank and hold it there. And relax down, and we're going to turn over onto our backs for a butterfly crunch. So we're going to have our heels together and our knees apart. And this is not a sit-up, so we're only lifting our upper body off the ground and not our whole back. You can have your hands together, your knees are apart, hands coming just behind the head. Okay, squeeze the tummy, brace the stomach, and let's lift and lower. Oof. Squeeze to get that lift. Oh, and relax, but not for too long. Over we go. Press ups are next. Press ups are next. As many full ones as you can do, and then just drop down to the knees after that. Okay, let's go.
Keep squeezing your tummy, as always. Oh, gotta be nearly there. Oh, thank goodness. Let's just stretch out a little. Stretch out a little. Because we are staying on our front, so we don't need to turn over because we're going into round 2, which is the extended arm plank with the high hip lift into pike. Get ready, so up onto your toes, or forearm plank if you've changed these ones. So nice straight line, squeeze the tummy, and push back. Head between arms, and back into plank. And I'm going to do some alternating hand taps now. Oh, my mat slipped again, that's not good. But if you're just doing the forearm plank, that's fine. It's always good to get some of those in anyway. Oh, there we go. And over onto our backs, take your time. Butterfly crunches are next. Knee, feet together and just drop the knees. Prayer position with the hands. Oh. Okay, let's go. Crunching up. I tell you what, I'm puffing and panting like a good one today. Have you ever seen Joe Wicks' videos? Workout stuff. He always puffs and pants, but I always think that makes him sound a bit more normal. I quite like that. Squeeze that tummy to get you up. Oh, there we go. Over we go. Over onto our tummies. For the evil press-ups, as they shall be called in today's session. Okay, again we're going to try and do some full ones if we can. Up onto the toes, ready? Let's go. See, I can't get down very far at all now. And also, I shouldn't. Get that chest nice and low if you're doing the halves. Low as you can go and squeeze the tummy to help you get up again. Keep that head in line with your spine. Oh, okay. Use the time to stretch out because we're staying this way. Oh no, it's the end of the round. Oh, it's the end of the round. Last round then. 10 seconds, we're going to do the extended arm plank into pike. Okay, get ready. Up onto your feet. Let's go. We're making sure, if you're doing this one, that you return to the plank position so your butt doesn't stay sticking up in the air. You've got to come into a nice plank position. You'll really feel your abs kick in then, if you get your bum down a bit. Oh, it's good. It's a nice feeling. Oh. But if you're just doing a forearm plank, then just squeeze everything. Keep holding that squeeze. Oh. And relax. Ah. Okay. Over onto the back. Butterfly crunches. For the final time, knees together. Oh no, feet together. Knees apart. I do get my body parts muddled up sometimes. Hands together. And let's go. Squeeze the tummy to lift. Keep looking at the ceiling. Your stomach muscles should be starting to ache a fair bit now, hopefully. Oh. Okay, brilliant. Over onto our fronts. Final round of press-ups. Final round of press-ups. Final round of everything. This is it, the last exercise of the whole session. Okay, give it everything you've got. Onto your toes, get ready. Let's go. Come on, Jane, we've got this. Squeeze your tummy. Oh, focus. Chest to floor. As close as you can get. Squeeze as many in as you can now, because we're nearly there. Couple more. Oh, and relax. Oh, definitely go into child pose right now. Oh, let your body sink into that. Walk your fingertips away from you to get a good stretch. Oh, okay. Oh, well done. Brilliant stuff. Well, I hope you found that okay. I apologise if the plantar pike was not good on your head. It was only until I was doing it I suddenly thought actually this might be tricky for you. We've got 150 ml to go. What about you? Have you still got water to drink? Let's do it now. Nearly. Done. Challenge completed. Okay, let's take a big breath in and stretch up to the ceiling. Oh, take it over to one side. Take it over to the other side. Bring your arms down and breathe out. Let's do it again. Big breath in. Take hold of your hands, take it over to one side. Take it over to the other side. Back to centre, arms come down. Just bring your arms up the centre, just do a little back bend and then release those arms. Let's do it again, up through the centre, little back bend and release those arms. Let's do it again and really get into that chest as well. So little back bend, back with those arms, getting into that chest. I feel tight in my chest and in my abs. I hope you do too. I hope that was good for you. And stay safe, enjoy your runs if you're still going out. I'll hear from you soon. Much love, bye bye.